Hey, ladies and gents, Romie Reviews here, Nicki Hndrxx. So I was actually just talking to my talking to my sister just last week saying, we need to go to a Nicki Minaj concert when she comes around this way, because that's going to be a nice time. It's going to be a show, and not even just because what Nicki's doing. I mean, the audience is going to be, it's going to be a show. 1 week later, maybe less than a week later, today's Monday, Nicki has announced her Nicki Hndrxx Tour. As soon as I saw that, I said, who's... I knew who it was, but I was a little like, I wanted a solo tour. I don't care what anyone says. I wanted a solo tour. It was going to be my first time seeing Nicki Minaj. And I wanted a solo tour like I'm seeing Beyonce and Jay-Z. Look, both of them, not equally, but look, both of them. And so that's why obviously it was going to go to On the Run to seeing Janet. And I understand from a financial standpoint, it's smarter for Nicki to go and do a tour with someone else. I just want to make sure that we're not shortchanged. She already went on social media to squash that and said, don't worry, performing all the new stuff and some of the old stuff. And I said, okay, fair enough. I'll have a good time. Still trying to figure out which, New York, New Jersey, what day, I don't know, but the pre-sale starts tomorrow. And I'm sure, because Nicki's a Tidal owner, so I'm sure that we're going to get that Tidal pre-sale tomorrow. We better get that, because Tidal has to deal with Ticketmaster, so we better get that Tidal pre-sale tomorrow. I'm going to be at work, but then again, work won't start too much by the time I get there at 10 a.m. Yeah, I can do it. I'm gonna get us some nice tickets. I'm gonna get some nice, not us as in us as me and my sister. We're gonna have a nice time. It's gonna be litty. I can't wait. But aside from that, other news is we already knew that next week, what is it, Wednesday? The Light is coming. That's Ariana Grande's song with Nicki Minaj. And we already heard the snippets. That's going to be a fun time. It's going to be nice. So yes, that will be next week, Wednesday. But we got even more news. There's a song called Bed. Bed. B-E-D. And I already saw the pictures. I'm thinking, what are they doing in this pool jacuzzi? Why did this? And they're shooting the music video too. Oh yeah, shout out to Ariana Grande. She's engaged to Pete Davidson. So aside from that, so I'm excited for the song. I'm already excited for the tour. Oh, that's gonna be a mess. Oh, that's gonna be a mess. Ooh, that's gonna be a mess. Ooh, it's either Sunday or Thursday. Pick your poison. Ooh. Ooh, but I'm gonna talk my way out. I have to figure that out. It's probably going to be Thursday, even though, unless I'm going on Friday. Okay. Now I'm thinking. Now we're thinking. Anyway, as I said, tomorrow, 10 a.m., that's Eastern Standard Time, the pre-sale starts. If you don't want to deal with any scalpers, any scammers, go and get the pre-sale. Just go and do it, because the tickets aren't going to magically decrease. Contrary to what people believe, they decrease because the resale tickets get reset to the original pricing. That's what usually happens, people. And because I wanted to go and see Drake, I wanted to go and see Bruno and Cardi, but those resale tickets, I can't do it. Just something in my heart says I cannot buy a scalped ticket. I can't, or a resale verified ticket. I don't care if it's verified. I worked too hard to be giving someone that extra money just because they were able to do something before I did. I refuse. Let's see. What else? What else with Nicki Minaj and what happened? Well, how do you guys feel about that? How do you feel about Nicki going on tour with Future? Future has hits upon hits upon hits upon hits. That is going to be an the crowd is going to be interesting anyway, but can you imagine Nicki's Barbs and Ken Dolls, or the Kingdom as it's now called, and Future Hive, whatever that's called, the Hendrix, I don't know, together in one stadium. We know they all listen to the same music, contrary to popular belief, but that will be interesting. I know there's going to be some people looking like, what the heck am I seeing right now? And there's going to be others looking like, okay, so that's a prospect there, that's a prospect there, that's a prospect there, that's a prospect there. Good times, good times. Was there anything else? Was there anything else? Anything else? Anything else? I guess I can lump this in there. Lil Wayne is free. He is free. He's free from baby. Little Wayne, Lil Easy, Young Moolah baby. He is free from Cash Money. Birdman already told us this was going to happen soon, and he was correct. Lil Wayne allegedly got over $10 million. Some people are saying that that number is inaccurate. Others are saying it's relatively close. I'm saying I don't care. All that matters is he seems happy. He was there. He looked like he was having fun at, what was it? Summer Jam. The 25th anniversary of Summer Jam yesterday. So there's that. The Carter 5 is going to be released. I'm thinking, are we going to update the production on the Carter 5? Because at this point, you know how many years it's been since the Carter 5 was supposed to come out? I want to make sure before anything comes out, we go and update some production, change some lines, because it's going to sound dated. 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 So, even though they never said that, it was just, because you know with these rappers, their stuff's never really done. It's just about how close to being finished do they feel they are. So I'm sure when it comes out, it's going to be good. Drake has been able to reign for a while. And yes, of course, there's Hndrxx that was doing big numbers. J. Cole always doing consistent large numbers. But just having that full fanfare, Hndrxx recently was able to have that with the last album. But Drake is the one who, mainstream-wise, had that type of mainstream fanfare that really Lil Wayne had before. And so with Wayne coming back, it's going to be interesting to see what happens when there's a lot more pots in on the fire. How much attention one person can really get and maintain. Like with Nicki, she's finally doing this rollout that I was expecting her to do originally when she put out those 2 buzz singles, but better late than never, because now we're getting what we really deserve. Now we're getting real effort being put into selling this to us, because unfortunately, no matter how big of an artist you are, you still have to sell your product. And that's going to be interesting. I wonder if Universal was the one that was holding things up, because that's what normally happens. A lot of people don't understand that when it comes to record labels and labels within labels, imprints, usually the issue lies with the main label. So let's say Lil Wayne wanted to go and he wants to release the album. Birdman wants him to release the album, but Lil Wayne's Young Money Cash Money, let's say that's technically tied up with, well, Young Money tied up with Cash Money, tied up with Universal. Now, Lil Wayne's problem the entire time was, I'm not getting the money that I deserve. Someone else is saying, you got an advance. So that's why we're holding you to doing this, this, and that. You technically already got your money. Lil Wayne's like, no, that was an advance, but that wasn't all of it. That was basically like half. I mean, look at the numbers that I did. And imagine if Wayne didn't have all these label mishaps. Because normally big artists don't have these major label mishaps for too long, at least from modern day times. Like, I know Drake mentioned in the past that there was certain money that he never got, or that he was still waiting on. But I think that was really more so a Universal thing. I think. And so the same but like how Prince, he purposely fought, I think it was Warner, for the longest, and had to do all this stuff. And so just in modern day times, to see a big artist, especially with Birdman receiving the flack, even if he didn't deserve it directly, even if, let's say, it really was Universal, but all people know is Birdman is in charge of Cash Money, and they're like, if Wayne is signed to Cash Money, which is also like an imprint of sorts, independent imprint of Universal, that's where lines are crossed. That's where accounting isn't accounted for. This happens all the time, all the time. But now everything is clear, everything is good. Drake, I guess, doesn't have to worry about another disc coming because Pusha said that that's over. So this video's over. That's it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Come back. I want to say next week, but it could be tomorrow I drop something. So subscribe. Subscribe, put on notifications, the bell, and see when I drop something new.